Some more detail then on Nike's new Vaporfly drivers. It's actually available in 3 different heads again, just as it was last year. So this is the regular Vaporfly, then there is a Vaporfly Pro, which is Rory's favourite, and then there is also the Vaporfly Flex, which will have Nike's Flight Pod in it. You may remember that one from last year. It's not quite out yet, so you're going to have to come back to hear about that. So let's concentrate on the first 2, which, to be fair, are the ones that you're really going to see at retail, the ones that are going to be moving in some numbers. So this is Nike's flagship driver for the season ahead. As you can see, it looks very, very distinctive. You may well have seen this on tour already. It's been out in tour players' bags since I guess September, October time. President's Cup, certainly Charles Schwartzel was using the Vaporfly Pro. So you're going to get used to the colour scheme of the Swedish blue and yellow. Looks really, really strong behind the ball. The swoosh just tucked away there on the heel. Looks pretty good to me. Certainly don't have a problem with that. So what have Nike done to this driver this year to improve it? Well, what they're trying to achieve here is they're trying to help us to launch the ball higher but still manage the spin. So normally when you launch the ball higher, it creates more spin, and therefore it's up in the air, but it's spinning too much. You're not going to get full distance out of it. But by clever movement of weight, by saving weight from the crown, and they've re-engineered the way that the head works. It's stronger, it's thinner in the crown, but it's also lighter. So the net result there is that you're going to be able to swing this a little bit faster. You're getting a slightly higher launch, but you're not adding to the spin. So Nike really feel that they can manage the spin to get you to the right level, and that's going to result in more distance. Now, I had a few shots with this, and it is just so light, it's untrue. I mean, our sample here actually has a 50-gram shaft in it, way lighter than I'm used to. Just makes it amazingly responsive to hit, and you know, I felt I could hit this almost just by flicking the wrists at it, and the ball was absolutely tearing away. Really good sound qualities, looks great behind the ball. What really struck me about this was that you really shouldn't be thinking about this as some kind of higher handicapper option. It's not that at all. It just depends what shaft you put into it. Probably this is the one for most people is going to give you the best results. Now, just moving on to the Pro version. So this is Rory's favourite, and he's already doing great things with this. He's already won in Dubai with it. It's pretty firmly in the bag. So what you're going to get here is a head shape that might be slightly more appealing to the better player, and you're certainly going to get the benefit. The standard shaft is a Diamana S Plus 60, so very, very good piece of kit. Altogether, when you're hitting the Pro, technology is very, very similar, but it's just feeling that much more solid, that much more together, giving you that little bit more control. It's a really, really strong driver, just continues some of the great work that Nike have done in drivers over the last couple of years. So you're not going to see these clubs just yet at retail, is the bad news. We think they're going to be coming out in February. So what we're going to do a little bit nearer the time, we're going to test these clubs properly. We're going to give you some launch monitor data, so that by the time they're out at retail, you know exactly what you're looking for, and you've got a very good idea about the performance. So come back soon.
And I'll only read it from 2 sides here. I'll read it from mainly behind the ball